They have movie theaters that are like restaurants, so you're like sitting at the movie theater.
I would never want to do that.
It's like a movie and dine type thing.
Yeah, never did, never will.
That's where we saw Ghost in the Shell at one of those dine-in movie theaters, and we all got like these alcohol milkshakes.
Oh yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah, and it was like, you know, we're sitting up, we're like, yeah, they made a high budget live action anime movie, and then like we were like, oh, it has to be good
while you're eating a steak dinner.
So we get in the movie theater and we're expecting the movie to be good. We order these alcohol milkshakes because nothing makes a movie better than alcohol milkshakes, and then like we start watching the movie, start drinking the milkshakes, and immediately I noticed that it's one of the worst milkshakes I've had in my entire life.
Really?
Oh, it was terrible. And this was like it was like a nice restaurant, really nice movie theater. It wasn't like a crappy, like you would expect their stuff to, but it was horrible. Like it like burned your mouth.
Ugh. Well, I mean, I've had like I've had alcoholic like dairy drinks. White Russian's pretty good, but like a milkshake, I can imagine, like, I don't know, just putting alcohol and stuff like that, it's not really the best.
No, it wasn't worth it. And the food was okay, but it was pretty mediocre. And here's the kicker. It wasn't that expensive, but I think that the food was just not enough because it ended up going out of business. Out of business. Yeah, business. Out of business. It ended up going out of business.
Before the COVID-19 pandemic?
Before, like probably months before. So COVID didn't even take this place out. So their food must have been pretty bad. The milkshake was awful.
Well,
but the movie was also awful. Yeah. And we were like, okay, well, I guess this wasn't. It was a fun time to spend with friends, but it was a bad time to be an anime fan.
So was the meal bad? Like, do you remember what you had?
I think like we got like pot stickers or something like that, and they were just like chewy and not very appetizing. I think somebody else got something else, but I didn't try it. I just ate one of those, and I was like, this is not a good combination with a milkshake. This isn't a good milkshake. I'm also getting drunk, and this movie is bad. So it was just, it was overall a poor time.
That was Ghost in the Shell, right?
Yeah, Ghost in the Shell live action. This was a while ago, but
well, speaking of milkshakes, Ryan, you've
got all the boys to the yard.
You've got some milk, actually.
I do have some milk. I got a glass of milk in front of me.
He's a little fucking milky boy.
Yeah, baby.
Fucking disgusting.
Milky boy, grab my teat and drink.
I have something that you thought might be disgusting, but I bought it just to see how it is.
Oh my god!
What the fuck?
It's horrible. It's horrible.
Oh, did you cough?
No, I was gonna cough, but I was like just looking at the things.
The things that I have, which is a new exclusive M&M's fudge brownie. I'm sure you can hear the wrapper crinkling around here.
Yeah, it's.
I like M&M's, but
not very appetizing looking.
Well, you don't like chocolate because you're a weird freak.
Yeah. This is gonna be hard for me.
I mean,
I'm
I don't
give it an honest review.
Yeah, I don't even I don't eat sweets very much, but I do like M&M's, specifically the original badass plain M&M's.
I am on the side of the peanut M&M's. Those are far better than the original.
Actually, I lied. My favorite ones are the peanut butter M&M's.
Oh, those are good. No, actually, I think the regular peanut ones are my favorite.
Really? I thought you didn't like chocolate at all, though.
Well, no, it's okay when it's mixed with certain things, but if it's like too overpowering or it's just chocolate, I don't mess with that.
So you can't even enjoy a nice Dove chocolate? One of the best chocolate treats?
Those like regular like blocks of chocolate with the little Dove on
It's just
them.
like a little square. That's not a block. What the fuck?
It is if you stack a couple together, but I mean like yeah, you could probably make a perfect block with a pile of Doves. But yeah,
pile of Doves.
Yeah, I get a good pile of Doves. But yeah, no, those Dove things, I do not like those. Like the Lindt chocolate, where it's like just the chocolate, original chocolate kind of. Don't like those. I like the what is it, Stracciatella ones?
Like the fancy gourmet, like I don't know what.
No, it's like white chocolate and like cocoa. I think it's Stracciatella.
I'm not a big white chocolate fan, but
Yeah, stracciatella.
Ryan only likes weird shit.
Okay, this isn't what I was talking about. Stracciatella soup. That's not what I was talking
That's
about.
definitely not chocolate.
It's definitely not chocolate at all.
Are you talking about like the Ferrero Rocher? Like the little gold wrapped.
Oh, no, those are delicious, though. But no, stracciatella. It is stracciatella, white chocolate. Yeah.
Lindor. Yeah, that's the same company that makes the Ferrero Rocher.
Yeah. Oh, those I like, but those are hazelnut. They're not really that chocolatey.
Oh. Yeah, that's true. Shogettin. That one's called Skogettin.
Skogettin. That's probably like a Swiss chocolate.
We're shogettin into people. Also
yeah. The podcast where we answer life's greatest questions and sometimes review things that we happen to find at the store.
Finding the answers to Candy's greatest questions. We'll let you know here.
Okay, so
it's being opened. I'm gonna dump.
I'm gonna judge this based on
I'm handing them to
how
Ryan.
close it tastes to an actual brownie because I don't like brownies already. So but I know what they taste like. I've had them many times. Are we doing 3 of these bad boys at once?
I'm not doing them all at once.
Okay, I'm just gonna do them all at once. Oh.
But
I can always dream.
Man, okay, those are like dense.
It's like, it's just a thick M&M.
Yeah.
It definitely has like a brownie aftertaste, though. It doesn't have an M&M aftertaste.
A little bit, yeah. I think it tastes a lot just like an M&M, but like thicker and somewhat chewy.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
The other ones that
if you like brownies, though, I do recommend them. I think it did taste enough like a brownie and enough like an M&M where you would have a good time if you were to eat an entire bag of those in one sitting.
I don't even think I want to eat the rest of them at all. I might just give them
sign of a great candy.
I might just give them to my roommate, or I don't know, fucking put them in the garbage can because I don't know. It's not good enough to be worth a 130 calories per 1/3 of a pack. This is the share size, so
yeah, because he came to share them with me.
It's a 2.83 ounces, and I don't think I would even want the 3 that I just ate again.
No, nope. I mean, yeah. Let's just end it there. That's I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk about these anymore.
You mean end the podcast?
No, I don't want to end the podcast.
Just end the review.
End the review.
Yeah, that's like, oh man, the aftertaste is like getting worse.
Yeah, well, as it does with M&M. I think M&M aftertaste is bad.
Oh, well,
no matter brownie flavored, M&M flavored, even the peanut ones.
The caramel
a little bit better, but
well, you're giving a little too much hate to M&Ms in general, but yeah. So I think you're just smearing M&Ms in general a little too much, but yeah,
definitely.
The caramel ones suck. Those brownie ones. Oh man, I want to just throw them in the trash right now. Like,
the crispy ones are okay. Have you ever had those crispy ones?
Yeah, right. I mean they're all right. I don't like Crispies really like as a ingredient.
Oh, okay. Just little air puffs.
Yeah, a little bit of crunchy texture, but yeah. I mean, you know what else is a crunchy texture? Listen to a good old vinyl album. Hear little ticks and hissing in it. Not if it's, scratched, but I don't know. I like the crackly kind of
the lo-fi, Jacob.
Yeah, like if you get a vinyl of Boards of Canada, man, that'd be a nice time because that's like a lo-fi like instrumental band.
Yeah.
So, that'd be a nice
lo-fi music to study too.
Yeah,
anime
slash
girl in the
hip-hop
background.
beats. Yeah.
Slash hip-hop beats.
To study / chill too.
Yeah. I love those.
I don't even listen to music like when I'm like working now.
I've been listening to trip hop lately, man.
Really?
That's lo-fi. That's
that's
great.
I like trip hop a lot. I definitely got into it when I was like 20. So like Portishead,
Portishead is great.
Yeah. Oh man, that like One time I was like just chilling on the weekend or something, and I think I was like very hungover and needed to just like relax. And I put on a live performance of Portishead from like '95, and it was just so fucking good. 'Cause it was just like she's so emotional, and like the music is just like really moving.
That's true.
Like it's definitely one of my like favorite bands of like throughout my whole like music listening career. Well, if you could call it that.
I've been listening to them lately.
When did you first hear them?
I have no idea. It definitely wasn't that long ago, though. Maybe like...
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, like... And I didn't really know what trip hop was for the longest time. Like, I'm only recently like, oh, that's what that is. Like, I listened to like bands like this for a while, but
I didn't
that's
know funny because I think I mentioned trip hop before.
Oh, really? I probably didn't know what it was, so I was like, oh, okay.
What other did you find other bands that are somewhat similar? Because like
it's like Massive Attack.
Yeah, Massive Attack is one that I also listen to, and
I saw there was one that was like a more obscure one, like I think it was called Skylab. I liked that one, Skylab.
So, yeah, I think I've heard of them, but Portishead's just like its own thing. Like, yeah, it's like in the trip hop like type of.
It's definitely a little. It's an outlier. Like it's
like what's her name? Beth something. She is
Beth Gibbons.
Yeah, she's just such an amazing singer, and like I've even seen performance of her like more recently.
Yeah,
and she can still like belt it out, man. Like for somebody that clearly smokes cigarettes all the time, or at least she did in the '90s. I don't know if she still does, but oh man, her voice is like, it's like haunting too. It's not just like, it's not just a good singing voice. She has like a really like pain in her voice, like emotion. It's like, man, yeah, if you haven't listened to them before, check them out. I would compare like the instrumentation of it maybe similar to like Gorillaz. Where it's like kind of like hip hop beats and like sampling and stuff.
That's how I figured out what trip hop was, because I was listening to Gorillaz and it came up as trip hop, and I was like, trip hop? And I never thought to even like look at that before. And then I was like, oh. And then I noticed that like Portishead was on there, and I was like, oh, I played the first song, and I was like, I know this. Oh, that's what that's called. Finally, a revelation.
Maybe Ryan and I will try to make a trip hop type of song.
Oh, I want to. I do.
Just
for
like
sure.
A dark, like brooding, like heavily electronic, like type of song.
Yeah, we could do that. I mean, we're both depressed enough for it.
That's true. I'm definitely.
Yeah, that's all. We're fine.
Life is pain.
Life is grand, and we're having a good time here searching on the internet.
Well, at least
people also search for.
At least we didn't get COVID.
Yeah, that's true. We've survived the crisis. Well, we've got 20 days left or so, but we'll see how it goes.
I've been trying to increase my physical activity lately so I can have a stronger immune system.
Yeah, so he can run away from those germs at lightning speed.
Yep. So I move around quite a bit at work, but then I also, because I'm still working right now, and also I maybe have some recreational physical activity that I'm doing as well. Trying to be a little healthy boy.
Yeah,
maybe
too.
Maybe get some of this flabby, disgusting gut off of me.
Dude, that would be great. You're gonna look fantastic.
I'm aiming for svelte. You know what I'm saying?
This guy's gonna have fucking Fabio-esque chest and abs after this
and
is done.
Hair.
But your arms are gonna be the same and your legs are gonna be the same. So you just have like everything's exactly the same, but you got this super buff like midsection.
I mean, I think like I think I pretty much would look the same if I lost like 50 pounds, like because. My weight's not really in my arms and legs or face, or so I would pretty much look the same, but my torso would not be fat.
It would just be regular.
Yeah,
it'd be fat free.
I'm going. Well, yeah, that might take a minute, but for now, I'm just trying to get to healthy weight. Maybe go down one shirt size. That'd be ideal. Maybe a couple pants sizes, you know what I'm saying?
Hell
Svelte.
Yeah, stay healthy out there, everyone.
Yeah, and then we're gonna stay
on topic,
researching Yeah. Well, I mean, we're talking about music anyways.
That's true. True.
I was thinking about like playing a CD, and I think I've even looked it up before, but forgot like how like how just like a laser. Like I know the information's like on the disc, but it's not like a vinyl where there's like a needle that's going into like a physical groove.
Yeah, it's like a laser.
Yeah, I never understood like the science of how it reads it.
I wonder if it's like a micro. It's like a micro version of a vinyl, and the laser is just kind of reading it based on the elevation of.
I have no idea, but we're gonna find out right after Ryan's review of yet another product here on People Also Search For.
Another product?
I could tell that you were reacting physically to your acceptance of your new La Croix hibiscus.
Hibiscus.
It says hibiscus, K-I. And then
it's definitely an H. It's hibiscus, like hibiscus flower.
Oh, it's an H that it's like bent though. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Hibiscus. How you doing?
How is it doing, Ryan?
It's doing pretty good. Okay, yeah, I never had this before, but I just opened it out of the fridge and got this. It is a strong tasting beverage.
Really?
Yeah, like.
Man, I kind of want one now.
Yeah, it really fills your mouth with like flower flavor. Like you.
Oh yeah, that's something that I was wondering too. Is what is hibiscus?
It almost tastes like a mixture between like cherry and strawberry.
Can I get one?
You can get one. Jacob's about to get up, go to my fridge, get himself a beverage, and then come back down. And then he's going to tell you how it is after this. Yeah, yeah. And he's back with the beverage.
Thank you for that intro.
You're welcome.
Introduction.
Welcome, Jacob. Oh, good job. Everybody's here for you. Now, we came here today to figure out if you like and or dislike this beverage.
We'll find out. Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Oh, I can't believe it. It's so fucking good.
Oh, my mashed potatoes are so good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, sorry I told you earlier. No, what? It's not anticlimactic.
It's like,
I called Ryan a freak earlier when he told me about his new flavor of La Croix. But, it's not bad. I mean, what did you say? It was like a combination of...
I think it tastes like a combination of like strawberry and cherry. Like if you like halfway between those two.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's like a more tart strawberry.
It definitely has like a floral type of taste as well.
Yeah, if you've ever smelled a garden, it's going to be like that, but bubbling in your mouth like with no sugar.
Like a garden in a can.
Hibiscus La Croix.
Search for hibiscus, Ryan. I need to know.
Hibiscus.
I mean, I've heard of it.
Hibiscus. Look. Oh, the first thing that came up was hibiscus LaCroix. Either the computer's listening to us, my phone's listening to us.
I got you.
Somebody's listening to us at the door, or...
I got you, Ryan. It's a genus of flowering plant in the mallow family. Marshmallow! Malvaceae. The genus is quite large, comprising several hundred species that are native to warm temperature, subtropical, and tropical regions throughout the world.
Your genius is so large.
Genus?
Your genius.
Patrick, your genius is showing.
You got to put your genius away, Patrick.
Isn't that what he said? Your genius is showing?
Your genius is showing? Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, right. SpongeBob. Right.
Yeah, didn't he say that?
Yeah, he totally did.
Yeah. Good old SpongeBob. So, yeah, hibiscus, it's just a flower. And so, basically, Ryan and I are now drinking flowers, which is a terrible mix with M&M aftertaste.
Yeah. This was not the right series of reviews to be doing here on the podcast.
Yeah. Well,
that's what I need. Carbonated water that tastes like flowers, milk, and brownie M&Ms, of which I already don't like chocolate.
Yeah, I forgot you drank the milk too. That's fucking disgusting.
My stomach is a garden of garbage right now.
Garden of poop.
It's a poop garden.
Poop garden.
It's gonna be a poop garden later.
Jesus. Okay. Yeah. So what? Everyone poops, Ryan. It's fine.
Yeah. There's even a book about it.
How does a CD work, Ryan?
I'm not sure. How does a CD work, Jacob?
I don't know. I just don't know.
Oh, well, that's easy. Just how do CDs work?
Oh, this is a CD as in the banking term.
Oh, well, that's not what we want.
I mean,
we want a compact disc.
Yeah, how does a compact disc work? Or DVD.
I'm not sure what DVD stands for. I know that CD is compact disc, but
DVD is digital visual
Video.
display. I don't know. That was a total guess.
Maybe digital video display.
That's my guess.
Anyway, the CD drive shines a laser at the surface of the CD and can detect the reflective areas and the bumps by the amount of laser they reflect. Oh, that's exactly like what I was thinking. That is weird. The drive converts the reflections into ones and zeros and reads digital data from the disk. A CDR disk needs to allow the drive to write data onto the disk. Okay, so how does it write the data? How does it so it can change the little grooves?
Change what? No, it says it detects the reflective areas and bumps.
Yeah, so the bumps. So it can actually. How does it change where the bumps are?
It's not changing. What?
Well, if you rewrite a CD.
Oh.
It's so rewritable CDR. They can change where the bumps are. That's insane. That doesn't make sense to me.
It's
That's
like
crazy.
magic.
Yeah, how are they doing that with this laser technology?
There's a How Stuff God damn it. There's How Stuff Works article about how CDs work.
It's I was just thinking it's a spoof of how stuff works, and it's how stuff are.
How stuff are.
This is how stuff are.
What is even a CD? Yeah. Is it? Oh, yeah, that is a compact disc. It's not the banking term. Oh, that's from How Stuff Works, the one that we just read, too.
Yeah.
Go on that one. Because this one's about CDRs, which is... Wait, what is the R? Record?
Yeah, recordable.
And then a CDR...
Compact disc dash recordable.
And then... No, that's... Oh, yeah, recordable, I think.
Yeah.
And then a CDRW is rewritable. So you can record onto it and then record over that again.
Yeah.
Whereas a CDR, you can only
record.
Yeah, you can only record once. Okay, if you know the basic idea behind storage on normal CD is simple. The surface of the CD contains one long spiral track of data. Along the track, there are flat reflective areas and non-reflective bumps. Didn't know that. A flat reflective area represents a binary 1, while a non-reflective bump represents a binary 0. The CD shines a laser onto the surface of the CD and can detect reflective areas and bumps by the amount of laser light they reflect, which we just read.
Whoa.
Normal CDs cannot be modified. They are read-only devices. A CDR disc needs to allow the drive to write data back onto the disk. For CDR disk to work, there must be a way for a laser to create non-reflective areas on the disk. CDR disk, therefore, has an extra layer that the laser can modify. Jesus Christ. This extra layer is greenish dye. In a normal CD, you have plastic substrate covered with reflective aluminum or gold layer. In a CDR, you only have a plastic substrate, a dye layer, and a reflective gold layer. On a new CDR disc, the entire surface of the disc is reflective. The laser can shine through the die and reflect off the gold layer.
Whoa.
That's pretty crazy.
That's intense.
I did not know this.
That is a lot going on when a disc is spinning too. Like think about like how fast it's writing that. Dude, it's like a little 3D printer type thing. That's amazing.
It says when you write data to a CDR, the writing layer, which is more powerful than the reading laser, heats up the die layer and changes its transparency.
Whoa.
The change in the die creates the equivalent of a non-reflective bump. This is a permanent change, and both CD and CDR drives can read the modified die as a bump later.
That's crazy. So basically a CD is kind of like like we were saying, kind of like a record.
Yeah.
Except it's like under like this glass or plastic. Plastic, yeah. Plastic, and then like it's imprinted on like dye and gold, and
yeah,
that's insane.
So I wonder, because a cassette player doesn't have a laser. That's like,
no, like what's the difference between a CD and a cassette? We're going real lo-fi if we're going cassette.
I mean, everyone know. Well, not everyone. if you're 10 years old, you probably don't even know what a cassette of anything is.
That's true. We've got. Oh man, dude. I mean, cassette is like our fucking 8-track. Like,
yeah. I mean, we're old enough that we grew up with having cassette videos that we had to watch movies, and then also music cassettes to use with your Walkman or whatever. And then also there was cassettes in the fucking answering machine too.
Yeah, that's true.
And video like camcorders. Like
there was a lot of like cassette like string, like that cassette string around like your house. Tape, yeah. What's that stuff made of? It's like film.
Yeah. I mean plastic, I guess.
Oh, maybe. I just want to know what's cassette film made of.
Yeah. They're actually bringing back cassettes, man, for music.
Ooh. The front aspect of the cassette faces the X-ray tube and consists of a sturdy metal frame into which it is fixed a sheet of either light metal, such as aluminum or plastic material, the critical point being that it must be transported or transparent to X-rays. Wait, what? Cassette.
This might be the wrong type of cassette.
There's a different kind of cassette?
There's cassettes of all different things. Like, cassette is a generic word.
What's it?
Like, if you're talking about...
what's cassette mean, then?
There's cassette tape. There's cassette video.
Okay. We'll just look up what a cassette is. Yeah,
exactly. We'll start from the fundamentals.
Go back to the funds. All right, a sealed plastic unit containing a length of audio tape, videotape, film, etc. Oh, okay, so it's not just film. Mm-hmm. Wound on a pair of spools for insertion into a recorder or playback device. So it's a pretty simple device, but I want to know what the audio tape is made of. Like, what is that material? Is it just plastic? It's like that they print onto?
Well, then search what's music cassette film made of. Like, you have to distinguish what type of cassette you mean.
What's music cassette film made of? Oh, magnetic tape. So that's what it's called, I guess. Magnetic tape is a medium for magnetic recording made of a thin magnetizable coating on a long, narrow strip of plastic film. It was developed in Germany in 1928 based on magnetic wire recording.
Oh, boy.
So
we're getting into some fucking old school recording technology on People Also Search for.
Oh. Yeah, what cassettes... Are cassettes still made? I mean, I don't think so.
Yeah, they are.
They are?
I just said a minute ago that they're bringing back cassette tapes.
Oh, they are. Cassette tapes are still made.
Yeah, there's
They're seeing a resurgence in popularity, much like vinyl has over the past few years. That's true. Like, people collect vinyls now. It's in fact, like, I bet more people buy vinyls than like CDs now.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't even know why there's like CD. Like, you go to Walmart or Target or something, and there's still like a CD section. It's like, I mean, I guess I have a CD player in my car, but it's like I have Spotify Premium. Like, why the fuck would I be buying music when I already pay money for music?
Yeah. I'd rather have Spotify than go buy a bunch of albums.
Oh fuck yeah! I mean, I do have a
infinite music.
Yeah, and I do have a small vinyl collection, and like I was saying earlier, like a Boards of Canada vinyl album would be nice because it has a different aesthetic than listening to a digital thing or a CD or cassette.
That'd look good hanging on your wall too.
I don't hang vinyls on my wall, but I do have
Me neither. Meanwhile, in the people outside search for Utility Cave, there's 3 vinyl records posted directly to the left of the monitor of the
that's like a
system.
You used it as like a decoration. It's not even like the vinyl like album cover.
No, it's just
which the vinyl like I have some vinyls that might look cool hanging on the wall because of the cover art's cool.
Yep.
But I never did. If I'm gonna hang any of them, I'm gonna hang up Chuck Mangione.
Nice.
Feels so good.
Nice.
You know the one where he's like holding his what does he call it? What's the one he plays? It's not a French horn. It's what's it called? Sousaphone or some shit.
Sousaphone, maybe.
Flugelhorn. That's
Flugelhorn.
Yeah, Chuck Mangione.
Oh man.
The cover of Feels So Good. He's like hugging it and smiling. I told my mom one time.
Sorry.
I told my mom once that I was gonna get a giant picture of Chuck Mangione hugging his flugelhorn on my back.
Oh man.
She was like, "No, don't do
Don't
that."
do that, Jake.
I was like, you know, like how Steve-O has a picture of himself on his back. Like,
I want a
huge?
flugelhorn.
I want to have Chuck Mangione hugging his flugelhorn.
Chuck Mangione. Flugelhorn. Oh, that's what you want in your back right there?
Yeah, I do. That would be so funny.
Look up the Chuck Mangione Feels So Good on YouTube, and the first picture of the thumbnail is what Jacob's going to get tattooed on his back if we get 10 million subscribers.
I fucking love that song, dude.
It's great. Charles Frank Mangione is an American flugelhorn player. He's a trumpeter and a composer, but that is a great thing to be as your profession. It's like you're at the bar, you're hanging out, they're like, "Oh, so what do you do?" It's like, I've mastered the flugelhorn.
I'm a flugelhornist.
I'm a professional flugelhorner. And I am flugelhorny right now for you, baby.
Oh my god, I wonder if he's ever laid that line down.
I hope. You know what? He looks like the kind of guy who has laid a line like that. Just for the lulls, though. Like, he knows it's not going to work, but he's like, I'm going to tell some chick I'm flugelhorny tonight.
You think he's like a troll of a person?
He kind of looks like one. I mean, the way he hugs the flugelhorn, it says "feels so good" on his shoulder. I mean, he's got a smile that only.
But a lot of his album covers are like him, like being silly and like just like being happy and like jumping around and shit.
Yeah, I know. Like that's what. Yeah, but he probably is super happy and jumping around.
Do you remember in fucking King of the Hill they had Chuck Mangione show up a couple times?
They did? Oh man, I didn't remember that.
You don't?
No.
He played the fucking and it's like a meta joke because he plays himself, like he dubbed the character, but then he also like shits on his own, like he like makes self-deprecating jokes in the show. It's pretty funny. But yeah, I love how he actually
hard being Chuck Mangione.
Man, he's 79 years old now. That's crazy.
That is sweet. He's been doing it a long time.
Flugelhorn.
Flugel.
Anyways, that was another tangent that will, inevitably happen on People Also Search For.
Yeah, we have to. We have to go weird places sometimes. Just like the wonderful world of we still haven't looked up vinyl records.
Oh!
Vinyl. Vinyl Biopharma.
What the fuck?
I don't know. I misspelled it and found something about cancer.
Yeah, you didn't even come close to spelling vinyl.
Yeah. It's VINYL.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Phonograph records. Another name for it.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's how. When did they stop using the phonograph? Like, a long time ago. Like, when did we switch from the phonograph to like telephones?
You mean to speakers?
Yeah, to speakers.
After they invented like speaker cabinets.
Oh.
For fucking, playing music.
Wow. We'll have to check that. We might have to check into like when the phonograph stopped being useful. But first I want to go. People also ask. All right. What is vinyl material? Going down to the basics. Vinyl is not a natural substance, but is a synthetic man-made material. It is a type of plastic that is made from ethylene, found in crude oil, and chlorine, found in regular salt. When processed, both the substances are combined to form polyvinyl chloride, or PVC, resin, or as is commonly referred to, vinyl.
I did not know that it was called vinyl because it's polyvinyl chloride, because it said that it's a plastic that is made from ethylene and chlorine, but we call it vinyl because it's the actual like compound that it's made of is called polyvinyl chloride.
Yeah, and that's like the same stuff that a lot of the pipes that carry your water are made of.
Oh yeah, PVC tube. I completely didn't even put that together.
Really?
Yeah, no, I just was thinking of like this as a new thing, and it's like, oh yeah, like a PVC pipe.
PVC pipe. You make like a marshmallow shooter out
that's
of them.
Weird.
Or something.
The same thing we listen to fucking vinyl records is the same. I didn't know that.
Music carries your soul and your excrement, Jacob. How would you not know?
Oh man, that's fucking cool. I just really didn't know that.
Yeah, dude.
Did you know that it was made of PVC?
No, I had no idea.
Oh, okay.
I thought vinyl was a different kind of plastic than PVC. I'm sure the mixture is slightly different, but the fact that they're the same thing is very interesting.
Man, that blows my mind for some reason. I don't know why. It's just that's cool.
Vinyl me, please, Jacob. Vinyl me. Oh man, there's a vinylmeplease.com. I'm not gonna go that far because I want to go back. So we know what vinyl is, and that's really interesting.
Oh yeah,
but I want to know
what makes it work. You mean?
Well, what makes it work? Well, we could look at is vinyl better than what we've already seen, but vinyl is far more high quality. No audio data is lost when pressing a record. It sounds just as great as the producer or band intended. There's another far superior reason why vinyl is better than lossy digital formats. Oh, vinyl! Coming back with a hit.
Well, there's a lot of like audiophiles or music snobs that have the whole debate of like, oh, it's best to listen to vinyl. It's like, who fucking cares? Yeah, it's cool to have a little vinyl collection, but don't make your whole fucking identity about it. That's not flattering in any way.
I mean, it's not bad, but yeah, it shouldn't be your identity. But a hobby, not a bad hobby. Collecting vinyl and like playing vinyl to yourself alone, listen to your lo-fi beats.
It's not really lo-fi. It just said that it's physically like not a lossy format.
I know lo-fi actually just comes from lo-fi comes from them ripping like beats off of vinyl, and then in the process of taking it from one place and like sampling it somewhere else, it like gets that crackly sound.
Oh yeah, because of there might be dust or tiny scratches in the record.
Yeah, and then they get the recording and make it into a digital like loop.
I mean, the reason why if you get an old vinyl, because I like getting like classic rock vinyls for the most
those
part.
Are great.
I mean, yeah, I buy some modern bands vinyls, but like the reason that you put on like a record from the 70s and it kind of has that like to it is because it's been around for 50 years.
Oh yeah,
that's why like it's not it didn't sound like that originally, but
Well, think about this. Once all of society is dead, and
What the fuck?
hold with me for a second, Jacob.
And it will happen.
And it will happen. Once all of society is dead, and all of the digital technology, which is made of metal, has disintegrated into rust, the plastic vinyls will remain. And generations in the future where things are rebuilt, they'll find those records and they'll be like, those guys knew how to jam.
How would it be rebuilt? You said after all of society is dead.
Yeah, after it's all dead, but then like there's always, sometimes somebody would like discover the earth like an alien or something, and they'll like repopulate and they'll find the vinyls like, and it'll be like as interesting as like the pyramids are to us. They'll be like, whoa, stacks and stacks of these discs, these hieroglyphs, what could they possibly say? And then they'll eventually figure it out and they'll be like, those guys knew how to jam back in the 2000s or whatever. And then we're talking like 3,000 years in the future right now. That's what might happen.
Your fucking head is in the future right now.
That's probably correct.
But
I figured out how a record player works. And a gramophone.
All right. A typical record player has a stylus similar to the needle in an Edison's machine that bumps up and down in the groove of a vinyl plastic disc. When the stylus moves, it pushes the magnet up and down past the coil, generating electric signals that way.
That's cool.
I didn't know there was magnets involved, so... we're learning here, Ryan.
Well, I knew that there was a magnet because the vinyl thing like really snaps down when you like press it. When you like it's almost like it's hooked to the record. It had to have the magnet.
Oh, you mean it like sits in place?
Yeah, it like snaps into place and stays in place.
I guess you can faintly notice that if you're putting the arm of a turntable down.
Which I have.
It's funny.
A few times.
For some reason, I my record player doesn't work anymore. Like no volume comes out of the speaker, so there's probably like a wire that's unconnected. But it's funny because you can still play the record, like you can hear music coming from it off the surface of the vinyl.
Yeah.
Which I was like, what the fuck?
That's weird.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't know you can like still hear it even if the speaker is turned off. But yeah, it plays. It like literally like vibrates the sound like physically.
I wonder if a record player could play like something that wasn't a vinyl. Like if you put something on it that like a wheel of cheese or something, and you like played that, if it would like register something. There
wouldn't be any like, well, okay, I know what you mean. Like if it would make noise depending on like what the surface of it was.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would think that it'd have to be like a rigid material. Like I doubt cheese would do anything. Like, if you put a pizza on there, it's not gonna like play anything because it's like soft. Like there's no like it doesn't keep the stylus in place.
I was just thinking it would be great to like put a like slice of like Swiss cheese down on a record player and be like, oh my god, it sounds just like Smash Mouth.
It probably might sound better than Smash Mouth.
It might. Ah, man, can't be knocking that Smash Mouth stuff.
Can't I?
Yeah, it's a time that I'm glad has passed.
Yeah, I am glad too. But
I enjoyed it when it happened because I was like 12, so the Smash Mouth revolution. Everybody loved Smash Mouth, dude. They fucking played. They played on Shrek, dude.
They played on Shrek.
Yeah, they were the Shrek soundtrack.
Pretty much. I mean, I listened to Smash Mouth when I was like, I don't know, 13.
Yeah, probably. How happy was Smash Mouth when like somebody contacted them and they're like, "You want to make the music for Shrek?" Like they
didn't make the music for Shrek. It was already an existing song.
Yeah, but okay, but like imagine how happy they were when they were like, you want this to be the theme song of Shrek? They were probably so happy. Like, imagine if we made a song and somebody contacted us and they were like, hey, you want this to be the theme song of this disgusting ogre movie that's a comedy starring Michael Myers?
Disgusting ogre movie.
Yeah, where like an ogre compares himself to an onion, because he makes all the kids cry or some shit.
I don't like Shrek.
No, Shrek's all right, dude. You don't like Donkey?
No, dude. Fuck off.
Dude, I can't respect anybody not liking Donkey. All right. Anyway. It's fine.
The least sincere thing you've ever said.
No.
Can't respect anyone that doesn't like Donkey. Fuck off.
No. Dude, everybody listening around right now totally respects Donkey.
Man, I'm like becoming infuriated.
Why?
That's such a terrible statement to say. Like,
dude,
that's like your benchmark of like somebody's like moral character is if they respect Donkey. That sounds like some fucking autistic shit.
You gotta respect Donkey. No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm not saying that I 100% respect it. I'm just saying it's all right. He marries a freaking dragon, for God's sakes. He has donkeys, dude. He has donkey children that are half dragon, half donkey. Dude, not the average an average donkey cannot pull that off, dude.
Why? Why is this continuing?
Because you gotta respect that donkey.
Shut the fuck up. Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking quit the podcast.
Why? Because you know you're gonna have to listen to that and edit it.
Oh man.
Oh boy. Yeah. Okay. You see what's on the screen right now? And I just gotta give shout outs to Google, the big G-man in the sky, because they have like, I don't know what today is, but they have a Pac-Man logo, and like Pac-Man's amazing. Okay, wait.
It says stay and play at home with popular past Google doodles.
Pac-Man 2010. Okay, well.
They want people to stay home so they don't get corona.
Yeah, they wanna stay home. Pac-Man's a great game to play when you're at home. It's classic, it's classic, just like vinyls, just like music. We just need to get back to the topic of music here.
Yeah, we probably should.
But yeah. So we've made it. We went past tapes. We went past vinyl. Before vinyl. What was in tapes? What did they listen to music on, or was it all live?
They listened to it on a wax cylinder.
Really?
I think so, yeah.
Wow, wax cylinder.
I think that was the original thing they used for like phonographs. Well, phonograph cylinders are the earliest commercial medium for recording and reproducing sound, commonly known simply as records. In their era, the greatest popularity these hollow cylindrical objects have, I don't know.
Oh.
Because the quote was cut off. They have an audio recording engraved in the outside surface, which can be reproduced when they are played on a mechanical cylinder phonograph. In the 1910s, the competing disc record system triumphed in the marketplace to become the new dominant commercial audio medium. So, wow. It says Edison wax cylinder phonograph circa 1899. So, before the 1900s. Oh, man, that's fucking old as hell, dude. On July 18th, 1877, Thomas Edison and his team invented the phonograph.
Ooh.
So, basically, Edison was the...
Father of rhyme?
Father of rock and roll.
Yeah.
Not really. And he was a terrible person.
I wonder if he was... didn't he invent electricity? Or the light bulb?
Light
bulb. Light bulb, not electricity.
Yes, he did rhyme.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it says introduces a wax recording medium and engraving.
Oh, okay. Wait, where?
Oh, it says after years of research, the Volta Laboratory, Charles Sumner Tainter, Alexander Graham Bell, and Chichester Bell introduced wax as the recording medium and engraving.
Oh, so they probably like pressed the wax like a stamp to make the recording. I would guess is how this worked.
No, it was like the stylus that you used to play it is what like carved out, like as it was recording or spinning.
It would carve out the wax.
Yeah.
And then it would play back what it had carved out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, so that's similar even to how like the CDs and vinyls work.
Oh, there's a little thing there that says one of the earliest surviving recordings of music, an 1888 recording of Arthur Sullivan's The Lost Chord.
Should we listen real quick?
Yeah, go ahead. Oh, fucking.
This is disturbing.
Yeah, it is. Oh man.
Imagine being at home and this is the only thing you can listen to.
This is like 140 years old. This is fucking creepy as hell.
This is lo-fi as hell.
Yeah. This is the definition of lo-fi. Well, for music, at least. I mean, if you were living in the late 1800s, you'd probably be glad to have something like this.
Probably.
To hear anything.
Instead of silence, constant silence.
Oh my god, it's... how long is this?
I don't know. We could probably stop it there.
Yeah, that's a good sampling.
Ooh.
That's... I feel like if I was making, like... something like a spooky video or something, or like an animation that's like dark, like I would use that fucking sound.
I think you can use that sound because it's it's super old. It's public domain for sure.
Oh yeah, it has to be. I'm sure it's like in the like Library of Congress or whatever. It says it was recorded by George Gouraud. Or Guru, I don't know, and played the August 14th, 1888 press conference that introduced phonograph to London.
Wow. Maybe you should play that in the background of part of this. So they can hear how horrible that is.
I mean, it'll be playing when we played it.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
That's how it works.
Gotcha. Well, we can maybe, because we made it all the way back, so the only like this is the earliest form of recording.
We made it all the way back to the beginning of musical recordings.
Yeah, so since we made it all the way back to the beginning of musical recordings, and it's definitely interesting that even back with the phonograph you could record and play back. Like I guess there weren't any computers then to save music too, so you would have to have something to record on. Makes sense now that I think about it. Good job figuring out how to play music with wax, Thomas Edison.
Yeah.
It's amazing, actually.
Pretty cool. He invented or helped invent a lot of things that furthered, technology in society, in the world.
Yeah. And we're still using today. It would be cool to play one of these live, although I'd be terrified the entire time. That's background music I can't relax to.
No, that's too lo-fi to relax to.
Yeah. There is a such thing as too lo-fi, and it goes from relaxing. I think that I'm in hell. So there's a big jump there, and it's around the 1880s.
Oh yeah. Well, I would say one of my favorite nostalgic tapes or cassettes was my family had a lot of the original Disney cassette tapes, and he would fucking slam that thing into the VCR, and you would just see that that old Disney logo where it's like like with the castle.
Yep, yep.
And it's just like there was something about like the VHS that like made you like excited. And if you're like watching it, you gotta like adjust the little tracking dial so it's not all like weird and fucking shitty looking.
Yeah, that, and you would always have like those random spots where the tape like got screwed up, and you'd have those little like lines come across the screen. Those were cool.
I mean, I'm not a big fan of Disney at this point in my life, but like, man, that like when I think of like childhood nostalgia, it's like having all the different like original Disney VHS.
Oh yeah, and then you'd have like the obscure ones in there that weren't Disney, like the Brave Little Toaster.
Oh hell yeah.
That movie is great. That carpet dude was given some eyes though. There was some love interest action.
Yeah,
there's definitely some weird like love interest action in the Brave Little Toaster. Maybe we'll watch the Brave Little Toaster at some point and talk about it, but
yeah, but for now we're gonna have a new installment of Jigman Ryan's Search of the Week.
Woo! It's been a while, but we still search during the week, and we like to tell you about it.
Yeah, I mean, I usually just don't actually search for certain things when I think of it, and I save it for the show. I'll find out together and with the fans with the power of the internet.
Yeah.
And recently I was wearing a hat that I like very much. It's a Vans hat, and it's pink and blue, but it's like a Day-Glo type of vibe because they're like neon type of colors. And I was like, wonder what Day-Glo means, because I've heard people say Day-Glo as like referring to like neon colors or like like 80s aesthetic. But apparently Day-Glo is like a company. That's not even...
Oh, it's not even like a thing?
It's not like its own word. It like the people saying that comes from... there's no W at the end of Day-Glo. And it's like a hyphenated thing, like Day-Glo.
Yeah, because Day-Glo is apparently a band.
Yeah, that's Dayglow, all one word.
Oh, okay. Day-Glo Color Corp. It's color, only better.
It says on the side there that the Day-Glo Corporation, or Day-Glo Color Corporation, is an American privately held paint and pigments manufacturer based in Cleveland, Ohio. How about
good
that?
old Ohio, our sister country. What? It's not a country.
It was founded in 1946 by brothers Joseph and Robert Switzer and is currently owned by RPM International. It's just weird because I've heard people say Day-Glo as a generic like name. I mean, I guess that's kind of how it is with like Kleenex or like Velcro, because those are brand names, but people just call that stuff by its like most popular brand name.
Yeah, like Kleenex and tissue versus tissue.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Yep.
And like Velcro, that's the same.
I don't know if I've ever had anything that was Day-Glo, but I've definitely seen it before. But you would think that it sounds like something that like a certain type of... It sounds like more than one company would do it. You know what I mean? Like would have something where it was like a product that made your hat glow or something.
Yeah, I mean, even like the images though, it says like it just shows different type of like neon things. It's not even...
Yeah.
So I guess people just use it as a term for like that must be why people say that, because of the actual company. That's weird though, like to call something by like a paint manufacturer's name.
Yeah, because there's definitely other like glow in the dark paint.
I wonder if you search like why do people say Day-Glo, if that like anything will, because it didn't mention like the usage of the like word Day-Glo.
How the world turned Day-Glo. Oh.
It says they are of rail and street repair workers wearing bright fluorescent high visibility jackets. Oh wait, that's like a snippet. You can go on the Guardian article or whatever it is. Oh god. Fluorescent clothing was invented by an amateur magician to protect GIs from friendly fire during the Second World War. Today is being worn by everyone from road sweepers to cyclists. Once it made its wearers stand out, now it renders them invisible. Except to photographer Stephen Gill, that is. Meanwhile, John Ronson finds out why the world turned Day-Glo. That's weird. They even used it as like a saying in the article.
I just want to know when the fluorescent paint was made.
Well, it was founded in 1946.
1946?
That's what we saw from the Wikipedia thing. Oh, it says in 1930s, an Ohio teenager called Bob Switzer was unloading crates for a Safeway in a railway yard. He tripped and hit his head so hard he fell into a coma for months.
Whoa.
When he finally regained consciousness, the doctor told him he should stay in a dark room until he recovered. And so, to pass the time, Bob took to waving fluorescent minerals around in the air.
Whoa.
And when he got better, he started mixing them with wood varnish in the family bathtub. Before long, he had invented the world's first fluorescent paint. He called it Day-Glo.
Wow.
That's what an origin story.
What a man of science. Oh, but it continues on and it gets a little weird. Bob and his brother Joe, both amateur magicians, used the stuff to create stage tricks such as the headless Balinese dancer. Bob is dead now. Oh, okay. But his son Paul has a stack of letters that his father wrote at the time to fellow illusionists. He reads me one of them down to the phone. It is addressed to Cleland the magician. Bob, then 20, clearly felt that he could make a bit of money from selling Day-Glo paints around conjuring community. Oh, so he basically built a magic act, and a bunch of other magicians were like, wow, that's awesome. And they went and bought his stuff from him, and he owned a paint company from then on.
Yeah.
Interesting. That is a crazy origin story for Day-Glo. It's like the magician community was in on it. Now it's in like clothing and like hats, and now it's literally the word for glow in the dark paint. Just from
it's not necessarily
crazy
glow in
magician.
the dark. It's like fluorescent.
Fluorescent, yeah. No, that's
glow in the dark is something different.
Wow.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I'm glad I saved it looking into it for the show.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say what I searched for is quite as interesting as that, and I find most of my searches while, on the streets. So I'm on the street, right, and this COVID-19 stuff is getting crazy. So, like, all the restaurants were, like, advertising so people, like, they'll get takeout from them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd never seen this before, but I ventured into the depths of the grocery store. And on my way out... Can be a
scary place.
Sometimes it's scarier to leave because, you might find something weird at the door. You might find a cart guy. You might find, God forbid, a Girl Scout cookie stand.
Yeah, that's... Man, I always have to, like, put my head down and speed walk out of the fucking store.
It's like, don't look at them. They'll make you buy the cookies. You can't say no to those big blue eyes.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's mostly like, number one, I don't eat cookies, really. I mean, I don't know. It's once in a blue moon I'll have a cookie, but, I don't want to be guilted into buying a, fucking box of cookies when I don't even want to eat them.
Definitely not.
So I just, like, fucking speed walk past and, like, I'll, like... Hopefully I have headphones and, like, I can feign that I didn't hear them.
And sometimes if I do want to buy them, like, I won't even wait for them. I'll go straight up to the table and just be like, hey, and then they'll feel like the accomplishment of, like, getting somebody to buy stuff from them, but they didn't even have to do any work. So
yeah.
It's like, if I want it, I'm going in. If I don't, I'm, like, ducking away. It's like, I know those eyes will get me, but something else got me this time when I was leaving the grocery store, Jacob. Something else weird got me. They're trying to get us into these restaurants, and for some reason, Texas Roadhouse decided, advertising at the grocery store would be a great idea, especially with their giant armadillo mascot
What?
that I had never seen before. I've been to Texas Roadhouse, but apparently they have the Texas Roadhouse armadillo, and it's this giant, disgusting, like, looking armadillo wearing, like, a cowboy outfit almost, like, sometimes, and they're just handing out flyers for Texas Roadhouse, and I'm
What
like,
the
that makes
fuck?
me not want to go. Like, you're gonna be like scaring children away with this thing, and I wanted to search for the Texas Roadhouse armadillo so you could see what it is.
You definitely have a much different like history of different search of the week topics, because
Oh, see, it's terrible, dude.
fuck. So wait, why did you want to search for it?
I just wanted to show it to you, and I wanted to see where it came from, because I was like, this is not a good idea. Wait a second.
This is like a local news article from, I don't know.
No, this is about, like, alcohol. Is this to make Texas Roadhouse armadillo punch and Kenny's Cooler?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, this is... Ew, they named it a drink after that thing? Oh,
Kenny's
God.
Cooler.
No, the armadillo punch. Let's see if it sounds good. It's probably going to be way better than the actual, like, armadillo, but it's 1 1/4 ounces Malibu rum, 1 1/2 ounces orange juice, 1 1/2 pineapple juice, 1 1/2 cranberry juice. Shake well and serve over ice, garnished with orange wheel. Okay, it sounds aight. It sounds very
It
fruity.
just sounds like a rum-based, like, fruit cocktail.
Yeah, you'd probably like it if you were a college student between the ages of 18 and 20, and you were also female.
18 to 20, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That's not even legal drinking age.
Well, it's because everybody knows once you hit legal drinking age, you start getting stuff like hard liquor, like whiskey, like.
I mean, some people like to make mixed drinks, and, like, that's how they, if they drink at home ever, they make their own cocktail.
Yeah, that's true. I just imagine everybody goes through that, oh, I just turned 21, I'm going to drink ridiculous hard liquor.
I'm gonna drink a straight bottle of Fireball.
Yeah, just, oh man, just
that shit
down a bottle of Fireball. It's not bad. It's not bad.
It's disgusting. And if you
have to make
if you get drunk from it, then you get a bad hangover because it's like a ton of sugar in there.
It's not.
It's
not good for hangovers.
It's so sugary that, like, if you leave the bottle, like an open bottle, like, you know, like, crack, you know, the fucking lid will be crusted with sugar.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
I mean, I'm not a big drinker, so I don't know that much.
I'm not a big drinker.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Where did the Texas Roadhouse armadillo come from? OlympusMascots.com's coming in with the Texas Roadhouse Andy Armadillo.
Olympus Mascots.
Oh my God!
It's a website dedicated to mascots.
Yeah, you know what? It would probably be fun to do a podcast on mascots, but for the time being, about Andy Armadillo. Andy Armadillo, the beloved Texas how is it beloved? Texas Roadhouse mascot has been creating smiles since the establishment of the first Texas Roadhouse restaurant in February of 1993. Oh, so it's been around since 93. This thing's been haunting kids' dreams 3 years after I was born. The founder, Kent Taylor, dreamt up the Andy Armadillo mascot to embody the restaurant chain's family concept of making people smile by haunting their dreams, creating experiences, and having fun. Yeah, so Kent Taylor dreamt up Andy Armadillo, and I kind of wish he just hadn't, because
yeah, I know.
His smile does not look happy, like he's trying to create experiences of having fun. He looks like he's going to like freak out, like go crazy, like he's about to snap.
And here's a quote testimonial from Travis Doster, the vice president of communications for Texas Roadhouse. One of my favorite things about Andy is he doesn't talk, so we can't get in trouble. We don't have a national spokesperson, so we take Andy very seriously as our brand representative.
Oh, wow.
Wow,
Okay, this is just the words. He doesn't talk, so he can't get in trouble.
Yeah,
like
he can't get me too'd.
That's like menacing. He's like, yeah, we shut him up for good. We didn't want him talking, so we made it so he could never talk again, so he doesn't get himself in trouble. Yeah, it's like they sewed his mouth shut. Like it's actually a real armadillo, and that mouth that's smiling super wide is sewn that way, so he can never speak again.
Yeah, because they know that when Kent Taylor dreamt him up, he clearly intended for him to be a raving racist.
Yeah. So Andy Armadillo is either very depressed or about to snap, clearly, and he's being forced to smile.
He's like gritting his teeth, like once you see somebody that's like, "Come on, put on a big smile," and you're like,
but he's more like, good? Please kill me now.
I want to die.
Yeah, and he's got like a gigantic, probably 30-pound cowboy hat on right there.
Oh, you mean like a
30-gallon? Yeah, it's 30. Yeah,
it might be
30-gallon.
It might be a 50-gallon.
Yeah, it's a 50-gallon.
It's huge, yeah, and he has a "Make America Great Again" bandana on.
Yeah, he says voting for Donald Trump 2020 right there. Well, Texas Roadhouse, I don't appreciate that you're putting your political views out on your mascots while you're trying to advertise because of COVID-19.
He can't talk, but, he can wear
he'll get himself in trouble.
Yeah, but he can wear MAGA bandana.
Yeah, fucking Texas Roadhouse.
I know, Jesus Christ.
Pretty dang good barbecue, though. Like, if I had to say.
Oh, man. Oh, fuck. Well, maybe in another episode we'll talk about mascots even more.
Yeah, maybe we'll bring Andy back up.
But for now, thanks for joining us on People Also Search For. Make sure to go on YouTube and like and subscribe if you would be so kind to help us out. And we'll see you again next time.
Everyone.